Hey y'all, Irix Guy here, and I wanted to talk about my decision that I had to make when I decided to purchase the Parrot Bebop. Now this right here is the Parrot Bebop. You can find a link within this video's description to where you can order it online. Now I was originally going to get the Parrot Bebop with Sky Controller. You can also find that within this video's description. But I opted for the smaller and more portable version. Now, the drone itself, whether you get the Sky Controller bundle or just the regular Parrot Bebop like I have here, it's the same size. The only difference is when you get Sky Controller, the range at which this can fly is greatly extended. And then also you get the capability of adding FPV goggles, you get a joystick, just an overall superior flying experience. But with that said, there's value within popping this out of your backpack, and check the link within this video's description. You can find the backpack that I wear. And that's actually what prompted me to go with just the Parrot Bebop and not get the Sky Controller. I may get it in the future, but I didn't get it now, and the reason is I can throw this in a backpack along with GoPro, my other 4K cameras, and just hit the slopes or the beach or whatever and film epicness with this Parrot Bebop. It's very small, look at that. And just like cell phones and such in the past, I mean, if you ever saw the first version of a cell phone, it was in a bag, it was huge. It was ridiculous. It had poor battery life. Drones are evolving in the same way. We're getting lighter, smaller, faster, and better. Now this right here, one thing it does not have 4K, which that's not a big deal because a lot of people aren't using 4K yet, so I understand from a business perspective why Parrot may have opted to not integrate 4K in their initial Parrot Bebop version because of cost. I mean, this is a very affordable drone, and even one with Sky Controller is affordable. And if you compare that to what else is on the market, it's very affordable. It's a lot less. Not a lot. Well, this is a lot less, but if you get the Sky Controller, it's still less than going the DJI Phantom 2 Vision Plus route. But that brings me to my next point, and that is if you're going to go for portability, I think this is the way to go. Because I can throw this in my backpack, I can pull my iPhone out of my pocket, and I can fly. And I can capture a video. Optimal video length for me is around 5 minutes. This will fly, and I haven't really put it to its paces yet, but check out my hundreds of videos that are coming soon with the Parrot Bebop, and you'll be able to see for yourself how it performs. But typically, my drone videos are about 5 minutes, and this will greatly exceed 5 minutes flight time. I think it's probably around 10 or so. I really haven't put it through its Irish Guys Adventure Channel's boot camp yet. I haven't fully stress tested it, but I will, and you'll get to see it in video here on Irish Guys Adventure Channel. But I think from a portability perspective, I really like this. And something else that I like about it, you notice there's no gimbal hanging on the bottom. Now I love the Phantom 2 Vision Plus, and I'm not saying goodbye to DJI and hello Parrot. That's not my intent. I'm doing this because they have released a drone that intrigues me from a design perspective. And obviously inside of here you've got your, it's got some cushions that helps to stabilize the video, but it's also got software stabilization. So it's very brilliant how Parrot approached video stabilization versus DJI, which has the gimbal hanging down. And I know the gimbal hanging down, I've never had a problem with it. I've flown hundreds of times. I've got hundreds of videos on my YouTube channel. You can check them out, DJI Phantom 2 Vision Plus videos. But there's a lot of people that have a bitter taste in their mouth about the DJI Phantom gimbal. And that's fine. I mean, maybe you've had a bad experience. But what's cool about this, there's not a gimbal. So from a ruggedness perspective, rather, with this being mostly internal, the probability of this becoming, of the camera, well, the camera and gimbal, the camera's on the front, but it lessens the probability of damage, because when you're landing, typically it's going to go down. Now, sure, if you hit something head on with the camera in the front, you could damage that, but I think there's some advantages there. But when you're looking at the Sky Controller with Parrot Bebop versus like a DJI Phantom 2 Vision Plus, from a portability perspective, you're kind of even there, because with the Phantom 2 Vision Plus, you've got a bigger drone, a heavier drone, a lot larger drone. And with the Parrot Bebop with Sky Controller, you've got a lighter drone, but then you got that massive thing that you hang around your neck. So to travel with it, when you're swimming and going to a destination like I do, swimming out to an island and popping out the drone to fly, whether I've got a small drone and a big controller, or a big drone and a small controller, I'm still carrying it in the same size case. So for that reason, it was natural for me to go with the Parrot Bebop without the Sky Controller. And if this had 4K, I would consider going with the Sky Controller, but honestly, and I know 4K hasn't really just surrounded all of us yet, but I'm 4K with everything except for my drones right now. So the next logical progression for me, for Our Skies Adventure channel, is to go with 4K drone video, and my assumption is that that will likely be a DJI Phantom 3 with 4K camera, or the new GoPro drone, which naturally should have 4K. So those are my thoughts. I wanted to provide everyone with an update, because I know I was gung-ho Sky Controller Parrot Bebop guy, but upon doing my my research and determining what I wanted to do, I feel that this was the most optimal decision for me from a travel perspective. And I mean, it's just a good, you can just look at this thing. I mean, it's just a really good design, and it's cool to fly with the phone too. I know the controller gives it that joystick type feel, but I mean, this thing is just, it's so much fun to, I was just looking at the design of it. It's so much fun to fly with in my case, I use the iPhone 6 Plus. You could use an iPad, there's a variety of tablets and phones that will work with it, but it's cool because it uses the accelerometer. So it's not a clumsy type finger-on glass interface. It's a very intuitive interface, and when you've got it in your hands and you're flying it, now granted, it is completely different if you're used to flying a Phantom with a controller, but it's a very cool feel, and for that reason, I think it's only natural for the Parrot Bebop to be enjoyed with a smartphone with that type of interface, for me at least, because if I want to film with the if I want to go higher and farther and all of that, at this point in time, I would probably still go with my Phantom 2 Vision Plus. Just because I think, and granted, the video in this is nice, but there's some things you get with that you don't with this. Like, this does not have a removable micro SD card, which with my Phantom 2 Vision Plus, I'd come back from the field, I'd pop it out, I'd put it in my iMac, and I would import. With this, I've got to use USB cable, or I've got to download it to my iPhone and then transfer it over. So just small things like that, but it's cool as everything. And again, check the link within this video's description. You can find the Parrot Bebop. I've got the Parrot Bebop with Sky Controller. I've got the carrying case that I use, waterproof and ruggedized, for Parrot Bebop. And then I've also got the backpack. I've got a backpack that is form-fitted. It's very, very inexpensive, but you can carry this around your back. So how cool is that? Really brilliant design, though. I mean, this thing is, it's high tech, and it entertains me, and it's more than just a toy, because that was my main concern with buying a Bebop was, is it going to be a toy or is it going to be a tool? Because for me, I need a tool. I need YouTube videos. I need YouTube content, and this is capable of that. So good job, Parrot. And all my viewers out there, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, youtube.com/irixguy. And share this video and any of my videos with others. And stay tuned for hundreds more Parrot Bebop videos. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a good day.